When did you get the 360?
All right, we are here with Kenny Vaughn, and he did the bike for Brandon Glenn this weekend, and it is a heck of a build. And while he's got it apart and doing some work on it, getting it prepped for tomorrow's race, you guys get an opportunity to see it underneath all its pretty skins. And you could definitely tell a lot of work and sweat goes into these bikes, especially his builds. And if you haven't followed, Kenny has a lot of special builds that he's done prior to this bike. I think his builds are getting better and better, and that's showing with the amount of talent that's on these bikes and the wins that they've been pulling off. And they're just trying to get these 200s to go as fast as they can go.
And live.
And he works hard on them. I don't think I've ever seen him not taking something apart, trying to make it even better. But if you guys are into these builds, you got to get out here, look at these bikes, get a hold of the community. There's some wild looking parts and stuff being done. You guys can go extreme, you can go real simple. It's just a simple fact, get you out here on a motorcycle that's fun to ride.
All right, so we're out here at the pits at Diamond Dons, and we're just walking around picking XRs that we find interesting. And who are we here with today, man?
My name's James Blackwood.
Okay, James, tell me about your build here.
This is a 1986 XR200 we got from a friend of mine that was in a bucket. And we started over. It's got 1986 250X front forks, all with disc brakes modified for drum brakes. It's an aluminum swing arm off a 1984, I want to say, 250X. We've converted to a 19-inch rear wheel, XL wheels, aluminum swing arm, painted frame. We like the retro 80s looks. We do everything purple, pink, kind of fun.
And the question of the day is going to be, what rear shock are you running?
We have an O'Lean's rear shock, custom built for this bike. So this is probably one of the better handling XR200s that aren't a full custom build, like Kenny Vaughn's done there.
Right.
So
what about the event, man? What makes you want to do this?
oh, I love this event. We've been coming here. I think this is our 8th year. We've been doing this for a while. We're big into YZ100 stuff and do all the races there. We got an XR200 stuff here recently. And it's been a blast. My dad is involved. He built most of this bike, and we kind of work together on everything. And so it's me, my dad, my brother, and this is his baby. He's in there right now, but he is.
Awesome. How did it perform today?
It did good. We're having a little shifting problem. XR200s.
Seems like everybody's having
Our
that today.
notorious was second to third year shifting issue.
Yeah.
I'm about tired of it. So.
All right, man. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing it with us. Good luck tomorrow. And have fun, bro.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Hey guys, the rider that owns this bike isn't here yet, but Jared Anderson's bike, number 426, another one of the nice XRs that we see out here. Looks like he's done some conversions. I think he's running the long forks off the early XRs, maybe even XR200X. He did do the XR250 rear shock, which gives you adjustable rebound and compression. And I think he had a little bit of motor problem in that fourth lap in that race, but we'll get to some more bikes and show you guys what we have, and stay tuned. All right, who we with? Got us another XR200, and I'm going to let this gentleman tell you a little bit about it. So who we got?
I'm Jacob Cosby with Ideal Coatings. I do powder coating for a living. We have a 2001 XR200. Done a little bit of stuff to it. Obviously, we did everything in powder coat, the whole motor, frame, rims, hubs, a little bit of everything. Got high compression piston.
We're running their powder coat and Cerakote jobs on our hubs as well. And that's been holding up really well. We've put a few races on that bike. So.
Awesome, yeah. It is off a 96 to 04 XR250. To get it done, you got to shorten the length a little bit, and you get a real tight clearance back here. and that's how you gain about an extra 3 or 4 inches of rear height, and it's a little extra travel.
And you're still running the 17 rear shock? I mean, rear wheel?
18.
18.
Yes.
So everybody's a little different, guys. Like, there are some familiarities within a few of these bikes, but you know, some guys will go to they'll run that 17. He opted for an 18. We're running a 19. So you just kind of figure out what you're going to do. But you'd be surprised how much stuff with a little bit of shim work, a little bit of sand in, a little bit of trial and error, you can put just about anything you want on these things.
Oh, for sure.
How much fun is it to ride it?
Oh, it's a blast. It gives it a little bit more of a taller bike feel. So, I mean, it just feels like you can hit the jumps harder and get a little more suspension out of it.
Awesome. Well, I know we had a little bit of head issues this weekend.
Yeah.
But you guys, I know you're going to get that fixed.
Yeah, we'll
and the
figure
bike
it
will
out.
be back faster and better than ever.
Damn right.
All right, guys. Thank you. Just goes to show you're going to meet a lot of cool people at these vintage races. You got Rob over here relaxing in the sun. And we were walking by. Here's an XR for sale. And there's a few of these bikes here. If you go looking for them, check your Craigslist, your Facebook, your marketplaces. Get yourself an XR200. And Rob's got one here for sale. And I'm sure he'd love to get rid of it today. Rob, you have a wonderful day. Hey, it's me again. Who am I with?
Jack Kaiser.
Jack Kaiser. Jack, what do you like about XR200s, or do you like them at all?
Fun factor, just the fun factor. Like I said, I've got 12 dirt bikes. I've got modern bikes. I ride modern. I ride vintage. I've got 75 Texas. If I went to the shop to get one, and they said you can only have one bike, I'd get the XR200.
XR200.
Just for the fun factor.
So I wanted to take a moment and to just kind of talk to you guys. If you've got a young kid, you've got family members, they need a reliable, fun bike to ride, XR200. If you're getting up there in age, I mean, I got a dad who raced pro back in the 70s, 80s, 73 years old. I mean, he should be riding an XR200. I think an XR200 with the setups that we're doing, which are mild, some bikes are a couple grand, under 3,000. That's a pretty good price point to have a nice bike.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be able to ride that thing smoother, safer, a little faster. I mean, a 70, 60, 70 plus class, you could run at your local track and be competitive. It is track specific a little bit, but these bikes are fun and we want to get more people out. As you can see by the footage we've got this weekend, gates are packed. We're almost so much we have to do contingency or do a qualifier. So people are loving them, and they're loving them because you can get your hands on them, you can work on them. We're a good community, probably the best community we've had in a long time in this sport. And dude, we appreciate what you just said.
I'm 69. I'm 69 years old. I ride some modern, but I like the XR.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm with Kyle Kaiser, the man that went so fast he blew his graphics off his bike, as you can see. You probably didn't think an XR200 could do that, but he did it this weekend. So what do you think, man? What do you think about the XR200 class? Tell us a little bit about that and what it was like being on a gate with, well, we're going to tell you guys the numbers when we get them officially, but we're looking at 40 plus riders.
Well, you know, it was great, other than the first turn pile up.
Yeah.
And having bikes on top of me, but after we dug everything out, got on the track, had a blast.
And you're
blast.
healthy, right? You're good?
Oh yeah.
That's all that
Good to go.
matters. So what would make somebody want to get into the XR200 instead of doing something else vintage for racing?
Because it's one of the best bikes I've ever ridden, and in terms of just fun.
Yeah.
You know, we ride modern bikes all year long, and then we come out here every once in a while, ride the old
Oh yeah.
twin shockers. But then you get on the track with these, they're great.
These bikes make you feel like you're still got it in you. Like you can get a little more out of them. It seems like everybody's having a lot of fun. The speeds are still pretty good. I mean, they're coming into that first turn hot. And everybody's got a different setup. So you'll notice that some of these bikes are similar. Some of these bikes got a little bit more character, but definitely suspension is going to go a long way on these bikes. And there's a lot of ways to do that, as you guys can see in these videos. And then what do you do with your motor specifically? Like, you got anything different in this, or?
I mean, it's cammed, the head's ported.
Yeah.
12-to-1 piston.
That 12-to-1 seems to be like a hot setup out here this weekend.
Flywheel shaped. So.
Nice. Well, man, I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck. Stay off the ground. And
right? Yeah. We'll ease into it.
no joke. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, fellas.
All right, we're here with the Riley the Ripper. He's also got a Mickey Dunlop 4-stroke tech engine, and the two Mickey Dunlop motors just decided this weekend to run into each other, and Riley went down, and I thought I killed him, but he got back up and just dominated through the pack with a silencer dragging off the back. And the dude really's got some spirit. He's got one of the coolest pits here this weekend. So you got to hang out with Riley the Ripper. The guy's name's Riley, for crying out loud. So, hey, tell us a little about the race and your bike.
So Mickey Dunlop did the motor. Actually picked it up on my way back from Baja. We went and raced in Michigan last weekend. I picked it up in Ohio. We actually got to meet at the AMA Hall of Fame Museum, which is really cool. Got to check all that out. Got it together. I think I had it running Tuesday night, dialed it in Wednesday, and then we headed here on Thursday. So first time on the track was this morning at practice. So we had some fine tuning to do. Ended up with having a shifting issue, but we ended up dialing it in. But yeah, on the start, me and my buddy here decided to bang bars a little bit, and I ended up going down. Got up, couldn't get the bike to start. Ended up bump starting it because the silencer popped off, and just charged it back as much as I could. Found some good lines, but we got to get a better start next time.
Oh, yeah. And a couple things to showcase here. Mickey has different kits and setups. So go to 4-Stroke Tech, get a hold of Mickey, look at his builds. His motors are reliable. We know that. So you've seen a few bikes this weekend. They've blowed up. The Mickey Dunlop stuff we've had great luck with it. This is one of his carbs. That's a 32. It's not the 28 stalker. And these motors seem to run really great, and they're super powerful. And we're going to see you in the next race, the next moto. That's tomorrow. Yep. And we're all both going to pray for better starts.
Oh, absolutely. Man. Hey, we're going to keep on 2 wheels. We're going to have a good time.
Hey, Riley, before we head out, is there anybody you need to thank? And I'm going to give you the floor.
Awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, got to thank Mickey Dunlop for building this motor. I mean, this whole build wouldn't be possible without him. Got to give a huge shout out to TRN Score. Ron wouldn't be at half the races I go to if it wasn't for him. Duke Cycles, Josh and Lane Duke, they've gotten me to all the outdoors this summer, and they got us here as well. Cap Org, RWB Wheels, or RWB Fuels, keeps these things running good, running C12 in this old dog. Pro Taper for the bars and grips. Man, I just can't thank all the people that helped me out enough. Truly blessed, and can't thank y'all enough. Oh, and Fusion Fabrication, my boy Weston, been helping me out a lot, so thank y'all.
All right, I'm with Phil Reed. He's going to talk to you a little bit about this XR200. But first of all, what have you done to it that makes it a little special, or maybe made it run a little better for you?
Okay. Like most people, I put a different pipe, different exhaust on it. 12.5 to 1 compression on the cylinder. Did a little bit of massaging on the porting on it. Of course, it has a cam. And that's pretty much standard fare for most everybody else. Now, when it comes to the chassis, that's where people will have a variety of different things. This is an XR250 aluminum swing arm. The stock one is steel, so you save a few pounds there.
You save more than a few pounds. Like, that's a big difference.
Well, it's also a psychological deal, man.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good, you know, that you got that. It's got the bigger rear wheel, which is
you go with an 18?
18. They come with a 17 stock. So got the 18, and it's got a modified XR250 shock.
Okay.
It's been cut down so
that's
that
more of a modern XR250 shock, right?
Yeah, it's more of a
mid-2000s.
Yeah, it was like a 2004, I think.
Now, what rear sprocket and front sprocket are you running?
That's pretty much. It's got one gear up from stock just to get the RPMs a little bit more.
Yeah.
But these bikes only have so much horsepower, and so you kind of work on flow with it. You work on rolling the corners. You're not gonna go in there and bust into the turns really hard because they just only have what 11 or 12 horsepower
stock. Yeah.
Right.
Now we had
the forks are the longer travel forks, but other than that, I've got $2,500 to $3,000 in that.
Yeah.
Most guys, there's guys out there that's got many thousands, but it really comes down to the rider and a little bit of luck. But
yeah. So if people are going to get into this sport, why should they get into an XR and maybe do an XR instead of something else?
Because you cannot stop grinning.
Yeah.
When you ride something like this that's got cool suspension but it's one of those kind of bikes you're badder than it is. You're meaner than it is. You don't have any fear, and it gives you that thrill of being in control of the bike. A lot of like-minded people, they only go so fast, so you feel more safe with it. It's just one of those kind of deals that's so fun. It doesn't wear you out, you know. And like I said, you're badder than that is.
Yeah,
And so you have a sense of a feel for that.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow on the gate.
In the pro class.
Thanks,
See you
Phil.
there.
All right, so I want to say a couple things first. The XR200 class is kind of near and dear to me because of this. We got everybody on a Honda for the first time in their life, and Honda's going to win no matter who drops at the gate and who gets to the front finish line.
Amen.
But this bike here is something, it's got a lot different than what we've been looking at the rest of these videos that we've done today. And there's some really trick work that's been done. So I'm going to turn it over and tell us who you are and a little bit about this bike.
My name is Alan Steele. I built this bike in 2017. It was kind of the bike that got me back into racing after 30 years off. But it's a XR200 motor in a 1979 RM125 frame. Took me about a year to get everything right, or as close to right as possible. But it is the total blast to ride. Handles great.
This weekend we've
well.
heard that from every person that's touched these bikes. You just can't have any more fun than what you have. And then look at this. So this is a prime example. And again, some of the other bikes are just as cool in their own ways. You guys, we're trying to give you guys an opportunity to be builders.
Yes.
And you're not dealing with 450 motors, and you're not dealing with these, really high horsepower motors. We're dealing with XR200 motors.
Right.
And if you want to go crazy as a builder, build you a bike. Blake Wharton and the crew here, we'll find somebody. We'll put a pro on those bikes if that's what you want to do. But it's the first time that you've had an opportunity at a racetrack to put 40 bikes plus on a gate, put a pro on your bike, and have a chance to go win a throwdown. Nobody else is doing it.
Yes.
This is the place.
100%.
So we're going to do a quick walk around on this bike with the camera, and then we're going to show you a bike that won the throwdown. It's also in this camp here today. Twin shocker. So if you're familiar with a guy by the name of Trappist Parker, this bike he rode and won at the throwdown, and you're getting a chance to look at that. And that's just pretty cool, that we got this many XRs out here to, we spent a couple hours walking around just looking for them, and that's how much time we spent and how many of these bikes were here today. And there is a class for people that don't want to run the pro class. We do have the intermediate classes. They have an XR100 class, intermediate 200, expert pro 200, and then we have the 100 class here this weekend too. So get you guys an XR100, get you XR200, get it built how you like it, bring it out here and throw down. Thanks, guys.